I'll do it in a couple of seconds.
Hawke's Bay is full of awesome swim spots. Every week, Hawke's Bay Regional Council tests the water quality at over 30 beaches and rivers from Mahia to Wharongaho. This way, you can find the best places to swim for you and your whānau before you head out. So before you jump in, jump online and check your favourite swim spot is good to go. Head to hbrc.govt.nz, search #swim. Hawke's Bay Regional Council, supporting you out and about this summer.
It's your time. Don't be held back again. You need to resist your own limits. This fire is burning. You need to embrace all that you are. Stare fear in the face to reach for the stars. Been waiting for this moment, so let it begin. You're unbreakable. Feeling powerful. Nothing's getting in the way. You're unbreakable. You're invincible. Be unbreakable again. Unbreakable. Unbreakable. Make your name. Let go of yesterday. If dreams can exist in a world like this, don't abandon them. You need to embrace all that you are. Stare fear in the face to reach for the stars. Been waiting for this moment, so let it begin. You're unbreakable. Feeling powerful. Nothing's getting in the way. You're unbreakable. You're invincible. Be unbreakable again. You need to embrace all that you are. Stare fear in the face to reach for the stars. I'm on my own, broken and alone. I feel the rain crashing down all around this empty town. I'm searching for the lost and found, but you don't care, you're unaware. Keep moving like the scars aren't even there. It's in the air like a blazing flare. Don't stare 'cause the flames will burn us. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. I used to kiss your head when you cried for me. Hold you point in blaming you, you did not know. Oh, I thought you were the one for me. That's why I give you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me.
Today is impromptu barbecue day. The perfect afternoon for searing meat under the searing hot sun, while our guests chill out with chilled ones from the chili bin, eating charred bangers and listening to absolute bangers. In the event of an unexpected vegetarian, rock down to 4 square for emergency zucchini, or they'll eat all the marshmallow fruit skewers you made for dessert. 4 square! What'll it be today?
You wanted me. Maybe I was wrong, even once wasn't anything. So if we had another chance, I would never let you steal my lips. Bring me back to life. If we had
flashing lights dance with fire in the night. I'm wired. Watch the time pass us by. Is this feeling lying? Could you pass the lighter? Yeah, I'm trying to keep my cool. Nicotine in my veins, flaming up desires. What am I supposed to do? Cause it feels so good. Feeling wild like a zoo. Put me in a mood. Put me in a mood. Maybe I should've known that it ain't real. How'd you know how to get into my feelings? You're a trip giving me hopeless solution. Hopeless solution. Baby, I should've known that it ain't real. How'd you know how to get into my feelings? You're a trip giving me hopeless solution. Hopeless solution. Hopeless solution. Hopeless solution. You're a trip giving me hopeless solution. Hopeless solution. Yeah. Moving through all my feels, you're blurring out my vision. Watching your every smile like your television. In your eyes I see myself, I'm falling. Make it make sense, it must be the temptation speaking. What am I supposed to do? Cause it feels so good. Feeling wild like a zoo. Put me in a mood. Put me in a mood. Maybe I should've known that it ain't real. How'd you know how to get into my feelings? You're a trip giving me hopeless solution. Hopeless solution. Maybe I should've known that it ain't real. How'd you know how to get into my feelings? You're a trip giving me hopeless solution. Hopeless solution. Hopeless solution. Hopeless solution. Maybe I should've known that it ain't real. How'd you know how to get into my feelings? You're a trip giving me hopeless solution. Hopeless solution. Hopeless solution.
The lights were blinding me, electric pulses through my veins. My eyes reflect a beauty you didn't give me the attention I was hoping for. Is it possible that you want more? I just want you for myself. You had to leave early, and I didn't even have your number. I was afraid to never see you again. Give it all to my baby, all to my baby, all to my baby. 'Cause I trust you a little, trust you a little, trust you a little. I remember last time you said you slept with that other guy. That's why it's hard for me to trust you another time. Give it all to my baby, all to my baby, all to my baby. 'Cause I trust you a little, trust you a little, trust you a little. I remember last time you said you slept with that other guy. That's why it's hard for me to trust you another time. My friends and I were at a party. I wasn't counting on you. I watched myself alarm clock ticking in the night. You were my eyes, the most desirable girl. You didn't give me the attention I kiss me softly as strong from your hair from into the bed. Give it all to my baby, all to my baby, all to my baby. 'Cause I trust you a little, trust you a little, trust you a little. I remember last time you said you slept with that other guy. It's why it's hard for me to trust you another time. Give it all to my baby, all to my baby, all to my baby. 'Cause I trust you a little, trust you a little, trust you a little. I remember last time you said you slept with that other guy. It's why it's hard for me to trust you another time.
You and me, we both live life at full speed. Easy to see when we collide. No one walks away easy. I never thought you'd be the one. I never meant to take your heart. I never felt so hard. I never meant to be the one. I never thought I'd break your heart. And after the stars have crumbled to dust, we still feel the warmth burning in us, burning in us. And it hurts so bad, but it doesn't mean that it's wrong. No, 'cause after the storm, you'll see the sun. And after the storm, you and me, we both live life at full speed. Easy to see when we collide. No one walks away easy. I never thought you'd be the one. I never meant to take your heart. I never felt so hard. I never meant to be the one. I never thought I'd break your heart. And after the stars have crumbled to dust, we still feel the warmth burning in us, burning in us. And it hurts so bad, but it doesn't mean that it's wrong. No, 'cause after the storm, you'll see the sun. And after the storm,
Today is impromptu barbecue day. The perfect afternoon for searing meat under the searing hot sun, while our guests chill out with chilled ones from the chili
Alrighty. Hopefully this is coming through. Might turn down Spotify a bit if it's a bit too loud. Hopefully that's just the background. Alrighty. Nice. How are we today? That Spotify is not too loud, I hope. Righty, let's get on with this. So just carrying on with Falcor here. Last stream kind of finished his arms off. See how it goes. I think I'll carry on with it. Get we going. How is everyone today? If there is anybody in here. I'm trying to do the multi-stream at the moment to both YouTube and Twitch, so I'll see how it's going. It seems like the studio here in YouTube is, that seems to be alright. It's there, but seems to be lagging a little bit. I'm not sure. From what I can see on my end, and Twitch is okay, but it seems to be setting back a tiny bit in YouTube. I'm not sure. Let me know. Hopefully I can fix it. And if you're in the chat, say hi. What is this? We'll get on with us. So start working on the back legs here. Leg. I'll put that in the folder. Call it real leg. Okay. Gotta start working on the muscles for him. How I want him to look. I don't want him too bulky or chunky, but we'll see what happens. I just got myself a new little, I was getting sick and tired of the keyboard all the time, so I just got a little one-handed one that's perfect. Instead of using these shortcut buttons on the actual tablet, which I don't like using, I don't like setting them up because sometimes they kind of pack it in. So I got myself this little thing, which is awesome. So it's nice and compact. Problem being is I've got the keys are all over the place. So I've just kind of got to get into that muscle memory again of where everything is. leg there. But how's everyone's day? So I'm not sure how long I'm going to do this for tonight. Probably like hour and a half. See how I feel, and then I might jump on again a bit later. I'm still trying to kind of figure out a perfect time frame to do this. See what happens. But yeah. But just having a play around. For anybody new that's kind of joining, I just was kind of watching Neverending Story in passing the other day, and kind of had the idea to use my little Staffy Major combined with Basset Hound Lottie with the ears to redesign Falcor from the Neverending Story. So, and this is what we've got so far. It's just really the block out at the moment. Started with just primitives, getting the shape and kind of the form and the layout on how I wanted them. Now I'm just kind of sculpting each bit. It was inspired by, if people know him, MLW. His live streams in that at the moment. He's doing a dragon in that. He's an amazing artist. Great tips and stuff like that. So if you just get the chance, it's MLW Creative. He's on YouTube. Go and check him out. He's especially if you're learning and new to ZBrush and stuff like that. He's got some amazing videos. A lot of time lapses, but he's also got a few tutorials and that, and they're really cool. Don't know what it's like the decorum of pointing out other artists in your own stream, but I think art should be shared wherever. So if you if you can suggest an artist that inspires you, helps you, you've learned tips and tricks from, I reckon you should kind of shout them out. Yeah. Probably got little knees. Staying relatively low also with the Dynamesh at the moment. Nowhere near detailing in that. But it's all in good fun. It's just for a play around. So yeah, with this this stream, which I'll keep carrying on, it's basically just getting this character done, or this design done, creature, and then down the line, I'm going to go through the process of how I get them ready for printing, which I will be doing. There. But we're getting there. bit of a booty. I might actually move that up a tiny bit. Yeah, there we go. And I'll drop this a tiny bit as well. I usually have the when I'm using clay build up like this, I usually have it on a very, very low setting or embed. I mean, if you have it up to like its standard, like 20, like this, you're just going to get huge like that. I like building it up. That way you don't have as much to take back if you make a mistake. And, you know, you get all uneven, and that takes a lot more time to kind of clean it up if you do. I don't use the smooth brush too often, especially at this stage. And just slowly build up kind of the forms and muscles. It's not going to be, you know, I'm going to kind of knock them back a lot. There is going to be fur on them, so you're not going to see a lot of them. But I generally like getting them in the first place just to get that form and that shape. I'm making his legs a little bit scrawnier. Kind of like Staffy, he's got, you know, he's bulky up top. He's like Mr. Incredible. Is how I would describe a Staffy or a bully breeds kind of build. Although technically speaking, you get pedantic about it, Staffies are not bullies. I don't know what people, well, not pit bulls at all. People refer to them as it. But that's it. Staffies are bull terriers anyway. American pit bulls or American bulldogs. I don't know. Okay, check the stream health. Check the chat and YouTube because it's not, I haven't got it set up. If anybody knows how to set it up, or so I can get both chats in my Twitch or my OBS, that'd be awesome. Okay. Okay. Keep instinctively going back to my old keyboard. Standard. Oh. Take that out a bit. So what we'll be doing later in this also as I go through my process for making VDM brushes, because I want to make one from scratch for the fur, or just the kind of impression of fur that I'm going to do all over his body. And I don't want to do it with well, can't really do it with fiber mesh or anything either, because I want to trim out. So mind that Wolfen, that is Major, who is the inspiration for this. He thinks he's tough, he's tiny. I think I'm making up some anatomy here, but hey, he's a dragon, dog dragon. Feed on soon. Bottom's got to come out a bit further than the top. You ever look at your hands, like when you're sculpting hands, you got to remember that there's like an angle there, so the bottom part of your palm always comes out further, same as your feet. So just a little tip. So it's kind of like a, I'll go here, do it on that angle, it's kind of like that. Like that. The big pads. And then we'll add the toes. The toe beans. Bear with me for a moment. Yeah. Where's my Twitch channel? Oop. Not that, I'll go for my. Bear with me for a sec, you guys. I just need to check something. Sorry about that. Righty. Okay, so make some. I don't know if I'm going to do his front legs like his back legs. Because he's a dragon, he's still a dog. But I mean, it's got the 4 there. I might do 3 larger. Might actually make his back feet bigger, a lot bigger. Do here. Kind of like, I don't actually, Roddies or puppies have like really big feet. Way too big feet for them anyway. Keep going back to the old keyboard. That's a habit I really have to break. I'm just going to need that. I want to bring that in. I like curved in. And with tendons. A bit. Just want to flatten that out. Right. Oh, that's cool. Turn the blur off. I want to smudge away all the detail. Right. This knuckle shot's where it's going to go. Tendons in. Okay. Okay. And we'll get these inner muscles going. That's kind of a hint of them. So many tendons connecting to muscles, connecting to bone in the body. And I'm assuming a dragon would have a lot more. Alrighty. Add some toe beans to this. So what we're going to do is going to make them from scratch, like we did with the front paws or feet. And once I've got these done, I'll actually, when I start putting them together, I'll mirror them across. So there's no point sculpting the same thing twice, unless you're a real glutton for punishment. All right. Take it off. Squish them in a bit. All right. And then we're just going to, okay, add another one. And duplicate and add a third and push this down a bit. I'm going to make them a bit bigger. Bigger is. Just going to change their groups. They're all different. I want to scooch it right in. And then shape it subtly, at least. I want to check. Okay, so we'll start building out just the general shape, like I'm gonna bring that forward, pinch it down, kind of make it oval at the top, bigger at the bottom, pinch it down, bring up where the knuckles are before we kind of dynamesh it, and then start merging it into the foot itself. It's a bit long. Push it down a bit. Have you ever noticed dogs have incredibly webbed feet? You just can't see it because of the fur, but if they spread their toes out, kind of like cats. Sounds weird. That sounds like a weird OnlyFans fetish, but for dog feet. And then I'll just dynamesh it. Go back to perspective. I just want to move that, straighten it up a tiny bit. Yeah, kind of soften the edges here. I want to pinch the top, so it's kind of got that teardrop look to it. Up here. All right, we'll give it a little bit more resolution. Get that away. All right, start shaping knuckles and such. Do it quick, and then same again for like doing the legs where I'm going, or the arms when I'm going to mirror them over. Unless they're really different, there is no point in sculpting a bunch of different toes. I see people doing this all the time, like doing them individually. I mean, it's awesome if that's what you want to do for practice and everything, but sculpt one and then just copy it and put it into place. Quick and simple. And then if you need to do minor adjustments so they're slightly different, it's a lot easier. Need to bulk that side out. Bottom, I might put that up to about 5. Okay. YouTube Studio seems to be showing that I am lagging seriously behind. I might have to open it actually in YouTube and see where I'm up to, because YouTube's showing that I'm still working on the thigh and the leg, and yet I'm actually working on his toes. Maybe I should reload YouTube, it'll catch up. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay. I need to actually get rid of the body. It is irritating me. Getting in the way at least. Okay, that's better. Right, so it's one toe there, and or one toe roughed out. So we'll just duplicate it and we'll move it, put it into place. Whoop. Go back to the middle one. I want to scale him up a bit bigger. And it's just about little fine adjustments and that until you're really happy with what you've got. Obviously he's going to have claws. I don't know if I'm going to do long ones or stumpy ones. And then I'll adjust the paw pads and everything to kind of match. I don't know if the back legs on dogs have a dew claw or if it's just the front ones. I don't really, I don't think. People use it, it's just pure ref, great for reference. How long have we been going for? Yeah, I know, 3 minutes. Okay. Go for about another 5 and I'll probably have a break. Because I need me a drink. Public holiday here in New Zealand tomorrow, so not that it'd change anything. Wouldn't make a difference. But okay. Alrighty. I'm going to bring these down a bit. I really need to move my other keyboard completely out of the way because I keep using it instead of this new small little one that I've got. Alright. We will go back to everything. Find that one. Very cool. Got these toes, I'm going to merge them into one group. So we'll just go merge down, all together. I might move his leg up slightly, but after I do this, I just want to kind of see something here. Okay, so I just want to build a muscle up around here. Just kind of slowly going over the top of the thigh. I mean, it's fantastical creature, so you don't really have to be really kind of strapped into real world anatomy, but I don't know, it needs to look plausible, at least, you know, base it on it. You're gonna have to stretch things, obviously, but I mean, I suppose I could have used a ferret or something anatomy for a stretched body like this, but it's all fun, just as long as it looks like it's plausible. If you're doing, like, you know, a sculpt of an actual real world creature, then yeah, get all the reference you can for the actual specific creature. If it's a fantasy creature, you've got a little bit of leeway. Right. And my typical thing I keep forgetting to do is saving it. Okay, so I'm just going to take a quick 10-minute break. Because I need a drink. And it's obviously going to be coffee. And then we'll get back and we'll get on with it and see how long I go. Like I said, I might make this whole stream an hour. I mean, we've been on for about half an hour now. Or hour and a half, or I'll just keep going and see how I feel. But put up this background music a little bit. I'm not sure how loud it's coming through on your guys' end. Okay, and I will be back shortly.
Yeah, I've been running and running to keep it 100. It's all that I wanted, but lately I don't get the stomach. The higher the summit, the harder the plummet. They know me all over this planet. I'm just a man and I can't understand it. Proud that I win and I did it myself. Probably wouldn't if I got the help. Hearing subliminals all on myself. Feel like I'm breaking, I'm falling to hell. Told me I'm sick and I tell her, oh well. Rather be dead than to know that I failed. Live for the chase, life is a race. I'm out of space, I'ma get on my face. I got a taste, want the whole plate. Finna get laced if you step out of place. Like, first off, you don't run nothing. All talking, your team bluffing. My squad, we all dream crushing. We ain't rushing, no discussion. All I know is us made for this. Paid for this, yeah, slave for this. Getting down and I'ma get it right. Get on sight like. Been down and I'ma get it right. Get on sight like.
really know when you're gonna go. Why you gotta put another foot in front of yours? Bury them toes, carry them close. I was never one to care about my mentos. I was like froze, now I'm on floor. Give me that smoke, but I can't get high. We do the most, here to inspire. Doing what I'm supposed, but I can't get tired. Run for your life every night. See in the dark, blind by the light. I got the spark, I got the pipes. All of my arts coming to life. Had to face my fears while I chase my peers, and I found my spot. About time that I found myself. I've been out here walking that walk. Like, first off, you don't run nothing. All talking, your team bluffing. My squad, we all dream crushing. We ain't rushing, no discussion. All I know is I was made for this. Paid for this, yeah, slave for this. Been down and I'ma get it right. Dead on sight, like. First off, you don't run nothing. All talking, your team bluffing. My squad, we all dream crushing. We ain't rushing, no discussion. All I know is I was made for this. Paid for this, yeah, slave for this. Been down and I'ma get it right. Dead on sight, like. Been down and I'ma get it right. Dead on sight, like. Been down and I'ma get it right. Dead on sight, like.
Farmers Waitangi sale is on now with 30 to 50% off bedding and towels, up to 50% off small appliances, up to 50% off furniture, plus 50% off sleepyhead beds with a bonus gift card. Farmers, your department store. Conditions and exclusions apply.
Keep coming back like Jason. I can make them scream like Craven. Maybe I'ma snap like Batman. Leather face with this all don't face him. Blade to the neck, no shaving. Pandora's box damnation. The police can't save them. They always trip when you chase them. They always trip when you trip when you trip. They always
feels like half a century ago. Guess you keep coming back after telling me off without even fitting sorry between goodbye and hello again. Thought we could grow again, how about no again, again and again. I'm trying to tell you we can't be friends, struggling to comprehend that we broke up and ended again and again and again. And I'm getting busier and busier, so disorientated. First you want me, then you're busy, girl, it's not that complicated. Got me tied up in a leash and round and round, round, round. You got me running in a circle. I'm just trying to find my way back to you. What happened to us? Round in a circle. Back where I started, I'm stuck here like glue. You keep me on a loop. I'm just trying to find my way back to you. What happened to us? Round in a circle. Back where I started, I'm stuck here like glue. You keep me on loop. Yeah, when you're high, you call me like a movie. Some kind of little toy for you to wind up when you're lying in bed and feeling lonely. I'm tired of being deployed, like all I am to you is a pet. You think you own me? I'm nothing but a boy for you to wind up when you wanna pretend to get to know me. You got me running in a circle. I'm just trying to find my way back to you. What happened to us? Round in a circle. Back where I started, I'm stuck here like glue. You keep me on a loop. I'm just trying to find my way back to you. What happened to us? Round in a circle.
Alrighty, and we're back. G'day, where were we? On his feet. His feet is okay, they need to all move a bit. Okay. So, another good trick, just put it in the T-pose. And I'm just going to move it. Just everything all at once without having to combine it. These have really scrawny legs. Alright. And I'll just update that. Fine. Alrighty. Getting there. Okay. It's funny how the YouTube seems to delay it a tiny bit. It's a couple of seconds behind on. I mean, obviously it's not going to be instant. I don't know. Rightio. Kind of the base I want for just a rough kind of block out. And we'll slowly get there. Okay. Let's build up these a little bit. So I generally do all the block out and really rough kind of shapes in that with just a standard clay build-up brush with that alpha. When I want to start softening things and building them out, I switch it to, I've got a custom one I made, which is this one here, soft alpha, really low, and so it doesn't give it a harsh line. So, and I was thinking about, well, when I was starting to do these streams about my layout, because I mean, obviously you can't really follow along if you're using a default one. Well, you can, as long as you know where everything is. But it's been so long since I've used the default that going and finding things takes me a bit. So if you want, if you want to go over to, there's a link to my Gumroad in the main page in that. There's links on my YouTube page and also in my Twitch page, and you can pick up my my UI there for free. So, find it helpful. Down to 2. Let's give him that barrel chest. Go. Alright, now I'm not sure about here. I might give him a bit of a ridge. Kind of pinch it up in the middle so it comes to a bit of a peak. Yeah, and definitely along his butt and his tail. Once I start merging it down. So so I do iterations. You're going to see the total points and that's quite high. It's because I keep everything. So if I go and hide all that, you can see that I have the original lockout just of the primitives that I put in. So I kind of make that general shape. And I'll keep that. And then same for this layout, I will hide that. I will keep all these in a folder like this. So I'll take the legs out and put them in here, and I will do a duplicate of it so I can work on the next one and the next one and the next one. That's just in case I need to go back. Also saving iterations, so we'll put number 2 here. Generally when I've got a file, I can have up to about 30 or 40 of those iterations because I'm constantly saving, just in case I need to step back because something doesn't work out or because I don't like it. Yeah. Look at something here. Current viewer, eh? I wonder who that is. Probably me. Looking at my own channel. All right. And then like with all these streams, if you miss it, or you started late and anything like that, I save them all. There'll be a version on YouTube and a version on Twitch, obviously. They back up. So. Yeah, let's go to standard brush. Lazy mouse up. Alt. That's a bit strong. Kind of really separate that. Kind of like a ridgy spine thingy. All right. And then that will follow down right to the end of this tower. I'm going to do like a big fluffy thing at the end. But he's slowly getting there. Alright, so what we'll do here is create a new folder. Got base block out. Oh. And just start popping everything in the folder here. That's the front foot. And toes. And a rear leg. Oh. Ah. And rear toes. Get behind or something. So, do that. And we will duplicate it. Okay. Turn that one off. And rename the folder. Okay. So this is where I'll start merging some things together or duplicating them across. So for instance, with the leg, yeah, we'll do a mirror mold. Right. That look like a good boy. I'm going to merge the tail to the body. Take the blur down. ZBrush. Okay. Let's do that peak down here as well. I'm still kind of contemplating whether or not, hopefully I will do that, to give him kind of horns like a traditional dragon would have, but I'll see. Alright, now I need to make an alternate version of the head. Because I want to slightly open his mouth. So we'll do that, and we'll duplicate it, we'll call it... Close the first one. Turn off perspective, so on. Right. How am I going to do this? It's basically going to mask it out. Frame. All right, we will go split it in. Remesh that. Remesh that. Turn solo off there. All right, we're going to go to the bottom one. Put this here. And we'll just have them slightly open. Go into here now. So just flat the bottom. It is. Okay. Right. Just add a bit. Okay. I'm just going to inflate this edge a bit, bring it up a bit. Oh no. I'll start digging away in a second for the inside. Just need to make this a bit thicker. I want to give him that staffy smile. Might have to bring his thingies out a bit further. Have a look at my reference. Okay. Give him his little teeths in a bit. Right, let's. That's what I'm looking at. Okay. Just got to get that kind of. I'm just going to turn my smooth down because I don't like I said, I very rarely use it. But when I do, I try and put it at a very low. Just want to get rid of that. Right, get in there. I'm going to carve away in here. Just for the roof of his mouth, and then we're going to have a spot where his teeth can sit. Give him that big ass derpy tongue. Gotta have that. I'm actually liking doing these live streams a little bit more now than I do with my time lapses. I'll keep them up. I mean, yeah, I love doing them, putting them together because people aren't going to sit. But it just shows that, you know, it doesn't happen in 20 minutes or half an hour. It takes a while. I mean, you know, this is, yeah, it's only a couple of hours in, but it's nowhere near even, it's still on the kind of the base stage. Right. Got these really big kind of gums in that. Doggos. I should go grab him and tell him to brush his teeth because he smiles if you say that to him. I can have a good look at his chompers. But he's been playing in the dirt, and I think he's been eating dirt today because his breast smells like crap. Alright. Right, then I'll probably merge these back together, although I will duplicate them again. So duplicate, merge them down, and then duplicate, and move him down. Hide these two. Right, merge down. And we will just merge them into one. Now I can kind of get that going again. I'm going to give them those smile wrinkles. Yeah. Let's spread that a tiny bit. And that way, I can now, if I need to, let's go in here, mask that off a bit, smooth it down a bit. Then we can open and close his mouth slightly and then just adjust it and resculpt a lot easier. All right. And we'll put perspective back on. I don't know if this smile's too far forward. Yeah, I think it needs to go. It's not on an angle. That's the problem. Just straighten that bottom part out as well. Now, where's his body? All right. And we'll just resculpt all that. That's a bit better. Needs to come up.
Whether you're relaxing at home or out and about, make your music move with you. With Premium, you can download your music at higher quality, listen to songs ad-free, and play them in any order. Tap the banner to learn more.
Hopefully this music's right. I'm still kind of learning the rules and that, but kind of figured having slight little background music. It is a thing from Spotify that is, well, it states it's copyright free for use on YouTube and Twitch, so yes, open. A lot of stuff, or dog in general. I think I need to make his head a little bit wider. So yeah, once you generally get everything kind of locked out, then it comes time to adjust. Need to give him that wider, happier look. This muzzle might be a little bit, he's starting to look more lab than Staffy, I think. But obviously it's going to be covered in fur. He's a fantasy dragon. Doesn't really matter. Right, just want to kind of get this merged a little bit better together. A little bit even. All right. He's starting to get there. Do a quick little render. See how shadows are falling. That's not too bad actually. I don't mind it. We'll go from there. Yeah, I like the placement of his legs. Kind of splayed out. Looks like he's kind of bracing himself. When finished and posed him and everything like that, I might do him in a few poses. Like I said, I want to make him printable, so I might have a lying down one, and then one where he's kind of got that, you know, arch snake-like body when he's flying. Then I can prop it on like a transparent rod or something like that if I build a base for him. Yep. Still think I need to give him a bit more of a booty, even though Daffies generally have a, how would you explain it, a frog's ass. Especially when he lays down, it looks like he's got one. Barrel him out a bit more. Okay. All right. I think I might do a rough block out of the inside of his mouth, and then get his tongue there, so he's definitely got that look. We've got those really fat gums in that there, but their teeth go pretty straight. All right, so I'll try and get that done. So what I want to do is I want to append a ring. Move it. My cheap way of doing gums, or nice quick and easy way of doing gums. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to deflate it a bit. Turn perspective off. Then what I'm going to do is I generally cut it. Alright. Move, and we'll kind of, just to give me that kind of arc shape, it's completely destroyed to how it is. I'll go back to, and then we're going to move it in, kind of size it to fit. Yeah, so it's there, and then you've got all this sloppy gums. Right. Move. Make sure symmetry's on. Okay. So we'll move them down so it's all the way in. Just come flat up against there, I think. That's sculpting in. They come quite low down the bottom here, so this bottom lip kind of does cover them. And move them quite down into his actual wall there. And got little tips on the bottom, big tips on the back. Right. Start building up. Start building up the kind of gum around it. And then it's like, you know, still this stage is still just rocking out. You're not going to see under here generally because the well, the tongue's going to be there, but it's a bit more oomph. That's why I kind of break that down a bit. That kind of pops up a bit. If you look at the other one, we'll just got his mouth wide open. So yeah, that needs to come up a bit, and then this needs to be really thin. That's it. Mask it out a bit. Derpy little guy. All right. Not really going to see his teeth, but I want to put them in there anyway.
Whether it's fishing, exploring, or finding those private swimming spots, there's nothing better than spending a day on the water. Before you head out,
Slowly getting into it. All right.
gear, and know the rules. Everyone wears a life jacket. It's not just for kids or newbies. Head to hbrc.govt.nz. Search hashtag
There. And like just kind of marking out or sketching out where you want wrinkles and folds and so forth, even at this stage, really helps, especially when you go up higher, because it will maintain those kind of form changes and plane changes, and it's really helpful. Well, I find it anyway. I find it to be. And then I'll just duplicate of that. Duplicate. And we'll move it up. Go here again, and we'll just get him out of the way while like leaving the poly groups and that one add stuff. It just makes it so much easier. And we'll hide the top teeth. And go the bottom ones. Around a bit. A little bit thicker. Inflate it in here a bit, it kind of got away from me. Bit more. Okay. Definitely, you see the ridges on the roof of their mouths, which will do. I'm not sure if I'm going to add, because you know he's like dragging, you don't see him do it in the movie. I was just wondering if I should add things like I don't know, Sax where he breathes fire and that from, but I don't think he does breathe fire. Not even in the book. Might get his teeth out of the way for this one, and then might call it quits for the night. We'll be again tomorrow night, and then Saturday. I'm probably going to do a big one, like a long one, a few hours. Well, I've been on for a couple of hours now. Get there. And then I'll really start bulking them out. Like, so the next tomorrow we'll really start merging stuff down, getting the shape really cut in. I might even start ideas for the fur and that and how I'm going to do it. He looks rather deep voiced and kind of seems a little bit old. I kind of want to make him a little bit more younger and give him that like this pose here. I could do him bending down a bit with his butt more in the air, like when dogs are excited or chasing a ball. But I want to make him younger looking, so I'm not sure. See how we go. So if we may, we'll do append A here. And this is just going to be quick and dirty teeth, just for placeholders at the moment. So, and this is generally how I will start teeth. Then we'll go into here and we'll taper the bottom just to give it that teardrop shape. Bring that out a bit more. Accept it. All right. Right, got to bend it a bit. All right, bend curve. And we'll do one in there. I'll just kind of bend them in a bit like that. I generally sculpt in perspective, but when you do stuff like this, it's best to kind of use orthographic or take perspective off. I'll move it a bit. Is on. Flatten the top. Like that. Kind of elongated a bit, I think. And make them a bit thinner. It's just going to be those front little ones. Don't want to give him goofy teeth, but like his bone dentures or something. Or donkey's teeth from Shrek. Right, then I'll try to mesh this as well. Right. Then move it into place. Scale it down. And then do some things. Oh, what have I done there? Oh, I've got a bit of colour off there. So then let's put them into place a tiny bit. It's not too bit big. If I look here, they are quite. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And then sharper ones, and then the fangs. So we'll go. Yeah. One, and then. Okay, I want to move one here, scale it down a touch. Now I'll adjust the lips and that around it. Okay. Do that there. Now let's merge down. for a second there, guys. What am I doing? What have I done? Oops. Oh. Oh, brilliant. Oh. Delete. Delete. Do a new one. Mistake. Okay. Again, a bit quicker. Yeah, the good thing I like about streaming, you get to see all the mistakes and stuff ups. They're generally cut out of time lapses. Alright, it's gonna be move. Quick and dirty by this time. I give them kind of little sharpies. That's down a bit. And I don't want to dynamesh them yet. That was my mistake there. Because if I'd gotten them closer and dynamesh them together, especially at low res, they're just going to merge into one blob. And I don't really want to go high res on anything at the moment. Right. And I should have started from the middle. Get that kind of spacing. Let's look. Now a bit more. Okay, now if I go to Mirror and World, I can see the kind of the distance, and I can move them together. So if I bring this out, and I'll just slide them together. Cool. Down a bit. Put that in the middle. Let's move them right down, forward. Right. Duplicate them. Frame. V auto groups. Get rid of the hidden number on this one. And at least I've got a middle kind of marker now, so these are all gonna kind of line up when I mirror them over now. There, and then he's going to have a rather sharp one. So bear with me. Right, and then move the X part there. I'll build the This needs to be a little bit. Put the local access on here so I can just pull that out and move that down. Tilt it a little bit more. Bring it out. And then with the move brush, we'll just kind of shape this one to give it a small kind of canine look. Just kind of smooth it out a bit. Maybe even put a curve on. I just kind of really get that point. And we're going to be bringing the gums up around, so this one's quite thick. I like that. Or why that? Just kind of smooth out. V, we'll go with the groups again. Get rid of that one. Local. Make sure you turn that off. There we go. Better. So I want to put these again, and I want to move them like that. Frame. Just getting those little teeth in there, and I will put all those molds and everything in. Watch it. You want to see them popping out behind the tongue, so the tongue's got something shaped up against it. Right. Perspective. And then I will build the gum up and sculpt the gum up around the teeth. I just find that easier than sculpting the gum and then trying to fit the teeth into it. Yeah, I'm quite happy with how he's looking. Give it a save. And I think I'm going to leave it there for the evening, guys. Get this all set up and sorted, but I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have been watching, it's been fun. I'm just slowly, starting my second top stream, so kind of finding my feet still. But yeah, no, I'll carry on with this one. Like I said, Thursday will be my next. That's tomorrow. Thursday will be my next stream at 6:30. So, and it's saved if you need to go back over it and have a look. It's back on in my videos. It's also on YouTube and that. And I'll be doing cut down versions later, kind of time lapsing stuff. But yeah, and try and do some highlight things however that happens. But anyway, thanks for checking it out. Have a good day, and I will see you next time. See you tomorrow.